we would look at this model called as Johari window, which is used mostly by psychiatrists in terms of helping individuals to get a more deeper insight into who you are. What does it involve? It involves two basic axes. One is an axis of self, and the other is an axis of others. What it means is, if you look at yourself, there are areas which are known to you, and there are areas which are unknown to you. Similarly, there are areas which are known to others, there are areas which are unknown to others. Now, this is a quadrant. This is a quadrant where we are looking at in terms of trying to identify which would be those areas which are known to self as well as known to others. So there'll be four different sections, and once we look more into detail of this section, we will get a clear idea about how we start thinking and which are the areas that we have not yet thought of, where syllogism is going to work on you and or give you an insight into those areas, and how those areas can start affecting your overall perception about life as well as approach to achieving what you want to do in life. So the known area is basically an open area, an area which is known to self as well as known to others. For example, your family, your social background, your opinions, the skills that you carry, whether you're a good singer, you're a good dancer, you're a good sportsman. These are general things which are known to self as well as to others. So this is an area of known. The other area is of unknown for self but known for others. Now this is where society starts giving you inputs. This is called as a blind area. For example, certain talents that you may have that you do not know, but your society or people around you or your teachers will tell you that you have this, why don't you develop on it, or your parents tell you to get into a certain section and develop certain talents. Also, this is an area, for example, about your personality. Now we don't know what is our own personality, but people tell us you are an aggressive person, you are a timid person, you are an adventurous person, you are an introvert, you are an extrovert. All that slowly comes into helping us understand ourselves. And also the social view. Now social view about the society comes to us by people giving us input about society. So there are certain inputs which come to us. They can come to us from various parts. They can come to us from our religion, they can come to us from our parents, they can come to us from our culture. But all these social views and inputs slowly start helping us create our own thought processes and our own belief systems, our own faith based systems, which we slowly start using for creating our own thoughts, which again then results in words and actions. And that finally leads to us achieving our goals or not achieving our goals based on how we are aligned with universal facts. The next area we are talking about is something which is known to ourselves but unknown to the world. This is called the hidden area. Now, what are these areas? These are something which we don't share, but we are aware of and we don't tell people, which can be something like our wishes, our dreams, our secrets that we carry, our goals that we have. So these again are formed based on our own conditioning and layers of conditioning over the years. And based on that, we create our own wishes, dreams, secret goals, whether they are aligned with the reality, whether they are aligned with the universal fact. All that comes into the picture only when you start looking at your core, inner core self, not the worldview or the self-image, but your inner core self, which comes and brings us to this fourth quadrant, which is actually the black hole, and which is the infinite source of knowledge, which is unknown to us and unknown to selves. And this comes as an area of infinite discovery. Finally, this is the area that we as human beings need to focus more and more upon as we grow. Most people live their life in the first zone of known or known unknown. They don't want to hear what people say, so they don't get into the blind area. They don't want to listen to what people have to tell about them. And also some people don't even want to get into the hidden area, where whatever their wishes and dreams are, they want to keep it, but they don't want to bring it up in terms of trying to make, even for themselves, they are convinced even for themselves to not express those wishes, dreams, secrets, and or create goals. So unless you do this self creation, you are not able to then go to the area of infinite source and discover more and more, which is actually the zone where syllogism comes into picture. It will, as we go ahead in this particular workshop, we will introduce you to more and more concepts through this black hole. There will be certain concepts that would come to you out of the blue, which you may not be aware of, or you may not be knowing that it would affect your life and how it would affect your life, but it does. And this is where we will introduce you to more and more concepts and ideas, and we will help you through this particular thought process to empower yourself to understand and analyze your own core strengths, be aligned more and more with the way you naturally are, so that you are able to take the benefit of the universal truths, and the power of universe to help you grow and live a fulfilled, successful life. Going ahead, I would surely want to make you all go through these two exercises. The first one is about trying to understanding your layers of conditioning. The second one is about this Johari window, where you try to identify the areas of known unknown that you are carrying. And once you put facts and realities, it would become a very personalized window for you, as well as in the first case it will become a very personalized structure of your conditioning, which will help you become aware about yourself, which is something which 99% of the people don't really go through, because they go through life as default. They go through life taking things as they come, or believing that certain things would work, when the fact is that we need to actually check out on some things based on the possibility of what is working in the universe, in the reality.